Hello, this is Jessica from craftedandstampin.blogspot.com, and today we're going to be making this happy birthday card. It is using some really old, close to my heart paper, but it is some of my favorite, and I'm making these cards for some special people, so I figured I would pull them out. So let's get started. We are going to be cutting a piece of, this happens to be bamboo cardstock. This is going to be cut at 4 by 10 3/4, and what you're going to do is once you have it cut at 4 by 10 3/4 on the long sides, the 10 3/4 side, you're actually going to score at 5 1/4. Okay, so you're going to have two halves, one measuring 5 1/4 and the other half measuring 5 1/2. So there is going to be an overlap. So can you see that on the card base, the bottom part of the card? And we're doing that on purpose. So that's our base. We're also going to need a piece of, this is cocoa, and it is measuring 5 1/4 by 1. And then we're going to need 2 coordinating pieces of pattern paper. So I happen to be using the cruising paper. Like I said, it is, or I'm sorry, Dreamin paper rather. It is very old, but it is some of my favorite. So I'm going to be using that. This piece is actually going to be cut at 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. And then we're going to be cutting a piece that coordinates with it. So I believe it's not the back of this. It was actually a whole nother sheet. That's going to be cut at 4 by 1. And this is actually going to go right on the inside here. So the inside of our card where we had that little leftover. And then we're going to be cutting a piece of the exact same color. So whatever pattern you happen to choose, it's going to be cut at 4 by 3 1/4. The last piece you're going to need to cut is another solid color. So whatever color you use for your card base, I would suggest you use that same color. And you're going to cut that in a 2 by 2 square because we're going to be using the Heartfelt Birthday Wish. It's one of the mini stamps that came in this fall and winter catalog. That's what I'm using for right here. Okay. And I actually use crystal blue ink. So you're going to want to get that too because that coordinates with this this particular card set or pattern paper, the B&T Duo paper. So let's go ahead and get started on assembling. But what I want to do before I assemble is I want to get my sentiment, my happy birthday sentiment stamped. So I'm going to go ahead and get my crystal blue and my stamp set. And I am going to get it all inked up real good in the crystal blue. And then the good part about our acrylic stamps is you can see exactly where you're stamping. So you already have your piece of paper or your little piece of cardstock cut. You go ahead and stamp right on and see exactly where it's at and know that it's exactly where you want it. So I have mine right there, and I'm using my piece of foam underneath for some stability and to make sure I get a nice even stamp. Make sure it's not crooked first, which it is. And I'm just going to apply some even pressure, stamp it down. And there we go. So my stamps are all done, and now I can at least get my ink away and not worry about putting my hands in it. The other thing I forgot to mention is that we're going to be using our Baker's Twine, the neutral assortment, and I'm going to be using the chocolate Baker's Twine. We can do that in just a second. What you're going to do is you're actually going to take your 4 by 3/4 piece, the two pieces that are 4 by 3/4, and you're going to actually make pennants out of it. So the easiest way to do it is actually to cut right up the middle and just go as far up as you want your pennant to go, and then come in from the side and meet at the top of your cut. And then that way they should, for the most part, be somewhat even if you are cutting even, which I clearly was not there. Oops. There we go. So we can do it on, I have to make 3 of these cards. So I am gonna do all 3 pieces at once. Okay, so get that to the side. Why does it seem so dark in here? It seems very dark, but that's okay. Oh, it's okay, babe. I'll be with you, baby. I'll help you in just a second, okay? So let's go ahead and get our 4x1 piece of the pattern B&T Duos, whatever color you choose, into your card base. And if you are unsure of what solids you should use, at the top of all the B&T Duo pages, it tells you what colors go with it, which is awesome. There's no guessing as to what color matches what. It's very, very simple to match up. Love it. And I'm actually going to clue you into something else as soon as I'm done putting this card together. Another fun fact of something I figured out. Okay. We went through so much adhesive yesterday at my card club. I should have told the girls how much you actually go through when you're making cards. I kind of assumed that I would have had enough. And shame on me, I really didn't, but we made it through. We made it work. Okay, so after we get done adhering them, let's get our baker's twine out. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a good amount out. And you're going to wrap it around to where you have a good amount to play with, because we want to be tying a nice little bow. Okay, so that looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to tie it once, and then I'm actually going to put it in a knot. And then it'll be easier for me to actually tie a bow.
I'm being zillionaire for a day.
Cool, dude.
It's about DuckTales.
DuckTales. Okay. Oops. Way too long. So, we did our one. Very simply done. It's on good and tight, and my loops are certainly not even. There we go. Okay, we have one. Go ahead and get the other. So these cards are very easy to get together, and they look so nice, I think. Very easy design. I went with. And once, like I said, as soon as I am done doing these, wait till you hear where this design came from. Okay, there we go. So now we can put our baker's twine away, and let's continue on. Let's get our pattern pieces on next. Aren't they coming together so cute? Oh, I love them. Love them, love them, love them. I'm going to miss this paper, but these cards are going to good homes. Some favorite people of mine. I'm going to be getting these cards. Oops. Okay, now let's go ahead and get our cocoa pieces on. And if it hangs over a little bit, no biggie, you just turn it over and snip. See how easy these are coming together? So simple. Okay. Next, we're going to put our little pennants on. Oops. Really? There we go. What happened here? Sometimes that happens on TJ. There we go. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and get our pennants on. Okay, and then what you can do is I am going to use, oops, what did I do with them? There they are. Our happy birthdays. Now I did ink up with some cocoa on the first one. So I'm going to do that on these. I forgot I did that. Just take a sponge and use our cocoa ink and just go along the edge. Just gives it a little bit of pop, that's all. And then I'm actually going to take my black fine point pen.
What you doing there?
I am just adding some dots. Oh, don't bump into me, baby.
Can I see the dots?
Yeah, hold on. Okay. No, here you go. You can see them.
Can I see it?
Watch.
I can't see it because your hand's blocking them.
Okay. Yeah. Oops. There we go. Just wanted to add a little bit on there. Now I'm just going to put some foam tape. And this is actually tape, some of the dots that were left over from my card club yesterday. And it's foam is foam is foam. Doesn't matter that the circles are already punched out. I can still use the foam in the back to pop it up. So don't get rid of these when they have all the circles out. You can still use it. So let's pop our card on. That one's done. That one's done. And here are our cards. Super cute. 3 birthday cards. 1, 2, 3. So thanks so much for watching. The items that I did that are still available will be listed below in the description box, and a link to my crafted and stampin.ctmh.com store. If you are looking for other projects or other inspiration, feel free to check out my blog, www.craftedandstampin.blogspot.com, and I hope to catch you crafting and stamping. Bye!